So test number 8 answers. Here we go. I showed you, the beautiful shot. Showed you this chart. It was a Leo ascendant with Mars and Saturn in the 12th house in the sign of Cancer. And you had Venus in the 2nd house in Virgo, debilitated. You had Moon with Rahu in the 10th house, excelled. And you have Sun with the South Node Ketu in the 4th house in the sign of Scorpio. Now, I asked you what this person's career was. And obviously, Jupiter and Mercury are not present. Just based on these things, I asked you that. Or Shalini asked you that. So, here's the answers. This person will have a very troublesome career. Why? First of all, you guys might think, oh, this person is getting a Nij Bhang Raj Yoga, meaning cancellation of debilitation. Because Venus is getting its cancellation from Moon, because Moon is excelled in the sign of Venus Taurus. And Mars is getting its Nij Bhang because Moon is excelled where Mars is debilitated. However, you gotta realize one thing, is that first of all, Sun is in a very bad position. Sun is not getting its directional strength, plus it's being eclipsed by the nodes. So that means at least till 35, this person will struggle like no other. Second, the 9th house that Mars rules, 9th house is a house of fortune, is debilitated. Now, here's one thing I want to tell you. 9th house is not a house of fortune like you're going to find a bunch of golds and jewelry and diamonds and that's going to be your treasure chest. That's not what 9th house is. Think of 9th house like this. The most important things in a person's life is his gains, incoming gains, the flow of money, his savings and his possessions, home, children, and wife. Okay? These are the 5 things man and woman look for. Or woman might look for husband. But think of these 5 things locked inside this box, this treasure box, which is the 9th house. And imagine if it's locked. And the Lord of that 9th house is weak, meaning that you don't have the key. The universe hasn't given you the key yet to open that treasure box where you can unlock these things. So even though your 11th house of gains is strong, your 2nd house of possession is strong, your 5th house of education is good, and your 7th house of marriage is good, but the 9th house is in a very troublesome position. And either it's permanently damaged or it is temporarily damaged. Meaning either you will get a key later on in life or you may not get the key at all to open up all these things and, own them. That gains might be good, but you're not getting it because it's locked in the treasure chest. Also in this chart, 2 things are happening. This person will suffer a lot of humiliation, especially through women. Why? First, Venus is debilitated in the 2nd house. Now, Venus is a lord of status in this person's life because Taurus is ruling the 10th house of status, is debilitated. So he's going to face humiliation maybe through women, especially in the workplace. Second, the signifactor of reputation, which is Sun, represents your soul, your self-esteem, your confidence, your ego, is being eclipsed and damaged. So he will run into so many situations where his ego will get hurt a lot. Okay? Especially Rahu, sitting with Moon. And the reason why the Nij Bhanga is not so strong, because even though Moon is giving its Nij Bhang to both the planets, first Moon itself is being eclipsed, at least till midlife. So even though Moon wants to take Venus high and Mars high, but Moon itself cannot give that sight right now because Moon is blind. Moon is eclipsed with Rahu and Sun is eclipsed with Ketu. Okay, so this is why that's one reason for this person's profession to be stuck for a while. And third, you want to understand this. The Lord of the 9th house, Bhagya, meaning fortune, your positive future, is sitting with Saturn in the 12th house, house of losses. Okay, but not only is debilitated, but it's sitting with Saturn. And here's a little thing: anytime Mars and Saturn come into conjunction with one another, it becomes a war zone in that house, because one is a general, one is a soldier. And when they are both present in the house, it represents there's a war about to happen. So this person has a lot of internal wars, especially in his own mind. He's having a lot of wars because his mind is damaged. First of all, the moon, even though it's excelled, it's being eclipsed, so that's not helping. Okay. Second, his subconscious mind, that is the 12th house, is like a war zone. So this person is going to run to a lot of problems. Now, will this person be, kind of doomed for life, or is it temporary? Well, for that, you would have to go to Jupiter and Mercury, to where Jupiter and Mercury are placed, because Jupiter is a signifactor of wealth, children, fortune, and incoming gains. So when these things are not helping, then you look for Jupiter. And we might do a chart one day with Jupiter. But you can't really, say this person's life is totally doomed, because I didn't include those two planets. So guys, this was my answer to test number 8. And as you know, tomorrow will be the start of the series of planets through houses and signs. And if you do not know where your planets are placed, like you don't know if your sun is in the 4th house or 1st house or 6th house, check out my link below and my website. And when you get my astrology book, Astrology at the Speed of Light, I will go ahead and send you the link to where you can check all these things. All right. Otherwise, if you're new to my channel, subscribe above, because you're going to be learning all of, astrological knowledge here, and probably more stuff, because I'm working on some crazy stuff. Anyway,